Okay, so I forgot to start recording. So OGT practice, and we're doing pedigree stuff. So now let's talk about all the other things that you can show on a pedigree. And the question that they're asking on the OGT question that we're looking at right now, they're asking about who can pass stuff on. So we can do a pedigree just to show who your ancestors were, and in a really detailed pedigree, we might even have some names and dates on this. We don't here. But what we usually use it to show is patterns of inheritance. So if we have some trait that we know about that's controlled by a single gene, we can show the following. So an open circle or square would be unaffected. Let me write it here. So this individual does not have the gene that we're talking about. They are unaffected, they don't carry it. An individual who is affected is going to be shown with a completely filled in circle or square. So whatever this condition is, and it might be a disease, it might be something like blue eyes. You know, we can trace anything. We can trace curly hair. We could, though those are really, they're more complicated. But the thing that the OGT does that not all places do is they use one more symbol on the pedigree, and that is a half filled in circle or square. And what that means is that someone is a carrier. Okay? So we've got three different symbol sets here. So let's look at this. When we look at this branch of the family, I'm not sure what just happened there. Okay. So when we look at this branch of the family, all of her descendants is who we're interested in. What is true about the man that she reproduced with? He's affected. Whatever this disorder is, he has it. What is true about both of her sons? They are carriers. That's a really important term. They are carriers, which means they carry a gene for whatever it is, but they're not affected by it. So if this is blue eyes, if this is sickle cell anemia, if this is cystic fibrosis, whatever this is, they carry a gene for it, but they're not affected. Now, for her number 2 son, her younger son, what is true about the woman he reproduced with? She's a carrier also. What is true about their offspring? They have one who's affected, they have one who's a carrier. What's true about their oldest daughter? Nothing. She is not a carrier, she is not affected. Okay? So before we even get into the percentage chances of passing stuff on, which involves some Punnett square work, let's go back to the OGT question.